one big thing that I've noticed is that Ham got shook. He got shook hard.
Yeah.
And so he's like,
is that Taco Bell? But it's not even time for fourth meal.
I feel you.
Lex says it's fourth meal.
It's always fourth meal where I'm from.
I don't know where you're from, man.
But yeah, he got shook early. Hona made that big comeback. I think it's like he's beating himself in some of these games.
You know, I think it was a heartbreaker losing Muphobia in Melee, because he got fourth. He was right out of the money, I believe.
Yeah.
So, he's definitely... And he doesn't like Project as much as he likes Melee. Like,
but, I mean, this is a bigger prize pot, if I'm not mistaken.
it is, but it's not the game he enjoys the most.
True.
So,
I just proves it's not always about the money.
it's really interesting. So, okay, so like Zeej, the way Zeej plays is all the way different than Hona. So like Hona's got like a really, I think Hona's got the better offstage game, but Zeej's punish game is a bit more on flat. You saw towards the end of that, Hona was losing a lot of these chances. But Zeej like that, read the roll, down air, up air, just the stock. Zeej's punish game is really on point. So we're gonna see how we can do with this.
And that's one thing that Hona kind of didn't have against Hamyojo is the fact that he would go for the same like PK fire, down air, down throw, back air combo, which was effective, but his punish game was not there, and he wasn't capitalizing on the mistakes. But one thing that I think Hona does better than he made Yojo, he forced him to go on stage with his recovery, with up B. And therefore, he opened himself up to some combos. Still not great punish game, but he's still open.
But if Zeej can do that with his better punish game, he might be able to finish him off. Take him out of the tournament.
Exactly.
So right now, we are in losers' quarters.
We're in losers' quarters. The next up, we have Gnosis and Dill.
Gnosis and
Dill.
So we're gonna... Oh, good. He spaced it. Got the back air. Alright, he's gonna force it to the ledge. Back throw. Oh, it's not enough.
And that's what Zeej is going to have to do in order to win this matchup is keep making him go on stage and
there it is.
hit him in that lag, and then just take him out. That should be
there
stopped.
It is.
There we go. Good start, Zeej. A little too much damage, but hey, you know, we're not all perfect.
Ashley's got a few things he needs to change on this. I want to talk to him about it. Oh, okay, Mike. Oh, yeah, I can see when the mic is here or not, so here's what I'm going to do back here. Alright, so I can see it.
Yeah,
doesn't matter.
Hey.
Astro.
Reset the score in the names. Reset the score.
Reset the score, and it's losers quarters now. Yeah. There we go. Astro the homie. Oh, that was good. He just kept down tilting. That's something Zeej likes to do. He just rapid down tilts because it's like a really fast rapid jab, but you can stop it.
It's infinite. Yeah.
So you can just stop it whenever you want to. It's infinite on a wall, I think, but like we don't have wall stages really in this game or in this stage list at all.
And there he goes again, forcing him to go on stage.
Oh, that was you got a higher percent this time, so actually gonna steal out the stock.
Zeej is looking a lot stronger than in his last game against.
So in recent history, Hona's been outplacing Zeej locally, but it's not been like huge. It's been like one placing, and a lot of times they play, and Hona's been beating him in the Ditto.
Yeah.
But it's mostly just the Ditto. And Hona beat stocks, and Zeej's been losing the stocks. So it's like it seems like Hona's been outplaying him.
Right.
But the weaknesses of Hona were kind of exposed in the match with Hamyojo, and Zeej is really showing what Hona missed up, like didn't get. Now, I personally think this matchup is difficult because when you're off stage and trying to recover PK Thunder, needles are your worst enemy.
And that's one thing that kept killing Hona is that he try to get the Thunder right up to hit it, snipe.
Oh, that was a good. He was gonna go for the GJC back air, and he just F-tilted anti-aired him.
Good. Oh my gosh, he's controlling.
Hamyojo just plays so much better on his last stock, it feels like.
He's feeling it. He's not as happy smiles. He has not been touched right now.
Oh wow, there it is. The Mario, as I like to call it. Oh, Zeej trying to do some cheeky. That's
one thing that I know Zeej likes to do. Likes to use that PK Thunder for kills.
Tumba just yelled miss whenever Evelyn was going for needles. I'm sorry, that's really funny to me.
Hey, Oklahoma's trying to represent. You know,
I know.
Well, which is
that was a good one. So Zeej actually has historically done really well against Texas players. Fun fact, he was unable to make CYC. but he did the best out of the non-auto qualified in Aftershock, I believe. Especially in pools, beating Busy and Brandendorf.
Yeah, I know Okuma didn't do too well.
We did not do well at Aftershock.
But
We didn't do too well at CYC either.
And it's good that we had people out there though, showing and.
Yeah. Judy's having a little moment in the back there. I don't know what's going on, but I'm really interested. But that was a great red roll in and boom, check in and boom, done.
And something else I've noticed is that Zeej has a really good early game. And it's like those last two stocks he just kind of slows down and it's a little tired, I guess.
I don't know if that's more of just Hamlin figuring out the matchup or not. Zeej is a momentum-based player. When he's got the hype, he's got the momentum, he plays so well. In big pressure situations, he's won the Dizzy and Brendendorf. Those are big pressure games, and he won both of those. But when we got into the actual bracket, it was no longer on stream, and it was like, well, calm down, he didn't do as well. And he thrives.
The difference with Zeej. He's going for that was neutral, right?
Yeah.
He's going for that neutral and not going back here, because he can follow it up after the fact.
I think he's playing a little bit safer, because he knows I just rack up the damage, I'm going to get the back throw. Oh, I didn't think that was a trade.
But he got a lot of damage on him.
Oh, that's one back here's going to end it.
Oh gosh.
We gotta get him.
I gotta call this though. We're in top 8.
Yeah.
Top 8.
Right.
Somebody's sleeping in the tournament, but it's all good.
Was it a friend of yours?
Nah. We took a picture last time we got asleep. But yeah, good. Zeej is coming out really strong.
He's showing off. Who did Zeej lose to in winners?
Let's look.
Oh, he went for cheeky. Oh, that's fair.
Lost to Luck.
He went for something very cheeky there.
Luck is
Luck is a beast. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
He put it on Zeej, and I don't think Zeej is expecting it.
I remember when Luck wasn't considered like a top player in Texas, and then like I remember the day when he became a top player in Texas, and it was insane. There's a good back attack.
He just kind of he's still pursuing. He's slowed down a little bit.
One thing that really hurts Hamlin in this game is that he does. Okay, so he does the needle reverse back air,
right.
And that is a slower option than just RAR because he's so used to playing kick and melee.
Yeah.
And that's slowing him down because he doesn't want to lose that muscle memory.
And what's funny is that the chat. I said earlier that melee players don't care if PM is much slower. People are like, oh, PM's not slower. And like, in some aspects it is. In aspects that like that, like you said, with the needle reverse.
Yeah, it's just. I think it's not. It's just a slower option than what he has.
Yeah.
So he
what
goes
he's used to.
Yeah, he goes. No, it's just compared to the alternative. The alternative just works better. But he doesn't know the alternative. He doesn't want to use that because it ruins his other game.
Exactly.
It's just the curse. If you don't, that's why I don't think you should play it. I heard you saying he plays Zelda, you'll probably feel better. Oh, fair better. Wow, he made a terrible pun. What are you, Infinity? What are you, Infinity? Okay, shout out to him with what I already said. 2-0.
Zeej with the 2-0.
Knocks him out.
That's huge. Zeej is
That was dang. That was.
Zeej is gonna be waiting in loser semis.